EA Sports, in conjunction with the RNA, so proud to spotlight golf's best amateur talent from around the globe. Today, we bring you coverage from this opening round. This is going to be a compelling 4 days of golf. A lot of storylines to follow as we move through the weekend, and we take a look at the leaderboard here in round one. We've got a tie at the top at 2 under par. One of the really beautiful aspects of playing links golf is you're oftentimes aiming at something so far off in the distance. Maybe it's a church steeple, or in this case, maybe it's a little left of the flag at number 11, and we're playing the 7th hole. The key, you want to avoid that shell bunker, which is short of the putting surface. Let's get out to the play as we pick things up at the par 4 7. As picturesque as they come, that is right down the middle. So this is a good time now to bring in Nota Begay III. Had an outstanding amateur career, played at Stanford with none other than Tiger Woods, 4 times a winner on the PGA Tour. So Nota, you know what it's all about, what it's like to have these dreams as a high-level amateur. Where are they at this point?
Well, the nerves are up. Huge excitement about what's to come. As an amateur, it's so hard to stay focused on the task at hand, but that is going to be key in order to ensure a good performance today.
Well, safely on, but that's going to be a long way away. Substantial movement on this putt right to left, and it's from distance, so this one not just about speed, but line as well. That's a mishit, misjudgment, and maybe another missed putt coming up. This from 7 feet. Yep, well done. That's in for par here at 7. And he'll remain at 2 over par. Now to the par 3-8. Frank, what's the best way to go at it?
Well, for these players, straight at the flag. This is the first par 3 you'll see, and a good chance to make 2 coming up ahead. But we do see a lot of long putts here with an errant tee shot.
Okay, took on the flag there, and it's going to leave a decent look at birdie. This would be a big bonus if it went in, more than likely just trying to get this one close. Okay, good roll there. It is a par here at the 8th, and he'll remain right where he is. Bunkers, bunkers, and more bunkers. So this hole's only 347 yards as we close out this front side with the par 4 ninth. They're called Bose's and end hole bunkers, and they're right in the middle of the fairway. So it's all about the tee shot, putting it in a good spot. If you do, you're walking out of here with a 3, or you could knock it on and maybe bump one in, putt one in for an eagle.
Too strong for this hole, eh? Ran out of fairway and into the rough. Big hit, though.
So from the rough, his second at 9.
Oh, huge mistake. That's motored on by.
Pretty long putt right here. You'd be happy to get it to within 2-3 feet. Right, that's what you want to do. Good lag putt.
Yeah, they can't all go in.
Disappointment there. He'll brush it in, and that'll be just a par. Starting off the backside here at St. Andrews with the 340-yard par 4 10th, named in honor of the great Bobby Jones, 1927 Open champion and 1930 amateur champion. Right center off the tee, ideal here. The fairway narrows around 280 yards, but the green is drivable. Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine. So a big drive, and not much needed to carry here for his second. Maybe not what you're hoping for from that number, but no damage. It's on the green. We welcome in Iona Stephen. This, a putt for birdie.
And it's an inviting one, ever so slightly up the hill with just a hint of movement from left to right.
Good effort, but that'll run 2-3 feet past the hole. Yeah, came out of that one quickly. That was never on mine. Okay, that one in for a bogey here at 10, and he'll fall back now to 5 over par. So today, probably a disappointment for our young amateur. Not the way you want to start off a big tournament.
Quite simply, it's a learning experience. Rich, what can we take out of...
EA Sports, in conjunction with the R&A, so proud to spotlight golf's best amateur talent from around the globe. Today, we bring you coverage of the second round. Things starting to slowly take shape here on this Friday. For some, it is a race for the top prize. For others, it's a fight to stick around for the weekend as we show you the leaderboard. A lot of folks fighting for the title, including our leader. We'll get out to the action here as we pick things up on the par 4 6th hole. And that will be more than adequate. It's safely into the fairway. So not a whole lot left to go here as he'll set up his second for this par 4.
From where I sit, that's really disappointing.
Well, it's on, but that's going to make things difficult from there. One thing's for sure, he's going to have to hit this one with some pace, traveling uphill much of the way. This from about 10 feet. Nicely read there. It is a par here at the 6th, and he'll remain at +4. Heading now to the 359-yard par 4-7. Accuracy off the tee is critical. Best line is a little left of the flag on the 11th green. Biggest issue here is avoiding the shell bunker short of the putting surface. Yeah, nothing to fault there. Good balance, good follow through, and a good start to this hole. This is why you practice these shots from under 100 yards. You've bombed your drive. Now it's time for the touch shot. Zip one in there close.
A little long, as we can see, and a little to the right, but still makeable if you hit a good one.
Nope. That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7. And he'll stay right where he is. Arriving now at the first of only 2 par 3s at the old course, 166-yard 8th, featuring a high-lift bunker guarding the front of a green. that is difficult to hold. Okay, that one's dancing. We turn to Notability the third for this look at birdie.
All you have to do is start this on line and let the slope do its thing. I don't see a lot of movement in it.
Ooh, good speed there. That'll leave just a couple of feet.
Well, coming down the slope, you think it'd carry a little bit more speed, but surprisingly comes up short.
Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And he'll remain right where he is. Frank, the old course all about avoiding the pot bunkers. They're so nasty. This is a good example here, the 9th hole.
Yeah, the pot bunkers really to be avoided are the ones in the middle of the fairway, but there are some that sneak in on the left side, plus that gorse on the left. If you can carry that last one, which is called the end hole, then there's a chance to perhaps drive this green.
Drivable par 4, not for most in this field, but for this guy, yes, he has just knocked it on. What a shot. Shouldn't be much in this for birdie. Not a problem. That's in for birdie. That score moves to 2 under par. So for our featured golfer, Frank, it is on to the weekend. Who knows, if you get out early on Saturday, try and post a number. EA Sports, in conjunction with the R&A, so proud to spotlight golf's best amateur talent from around the globe. Today, it's live coverage of the 3rd round. Rich Lerner here in our tower overlooking the 18th green. Frank Nobilo is by my side. Out on the course, we've got Notability the third and Iona Stephen as we check the Saturday leaderboard. A number of folks in contention, including our leader. So let's get out to the course, already deep into the round as we head to the tee on the par 4 15th.
Oh, you'd love a second shot like this on every hole, wouldn't you? Something just under 100 yards. Something easy to dial in. I mean, there wouldn't be a flag you wouldn't hit at. Good shot again there. Well thought out. Landing the ball short, letting the ball run onto the green. And inside, I'd call that a birdie putt. So that's birdie range.
Oh, yes, a perfect putt there. It is in for birdie here at 15. And with that, he's back to 2 over. 16th hole is a par 4 here at the old course. Frank, with another one of those sort of funky features.
Yes, a series of 3 bunkers called the Principal's Nose, plus that out of bounds on the right. So really err on the side of caution, avoiding both the out of bounds and the Principal's Nose. Nothing wrong with going a little bit left here. But the further left you go, then it makes that second shot that much harder because you'll have to bring it across that little pot bunker in the front called the Wig.
And that, a good-looking shot there, well placed in the fairway. So after the big drive, this, a short approach to the par 4. So that one, Frank, came out way too hot.
Just goes to show what happens when you don't find these greens in regulation. Now, he's looking at 2 putts, maybe 3 from where he is.
Okay, didn't quite get it there, but that's a decent effort. Okay, that in for a bogey at 16. And he'll slide back now to 3 over par. Frank, this is sort of bizarre. You're standing on the tee at the road hole, one of the most famous par 4s in the sport, and you're aiming for a hotel?
Well, you're aiming over a series of letters that say the Old Course Hotel. If you can hit it exactly over that U, then you will be in the right place, which hopefully is down the middle of the fairway. You avoid that heather on the left. That bunker up ahead, the road hole bunker. You remember David Duval? He got stuck in there. Years ago, Tommy Nakajima, he could hardly ever get that ball out, and in the end succumbed, I think, to double figures. So the hole has more than one way to trap you, so stay away from the road and the road hole.
Down on the course, let's check in with Nota Begay III.
112 to the hole. Pin is very accessible here, right in the center of the green. Just a sand wedge. This is started left, gonna miss left.
Yeah, and here we are in the bunker that needs no introduction, having witnessed some of the most spectacular meltdowns in golfing history. But a calm sea never made a skilled sailor, Rich.
Yeah, that'll do nicely. Just beyond the hole. Super job there out of the bunker. Yeah, that's a good putt. It is in for par here at 17. And he'll hold steady at +3. Frank, the 18th hole at the Old Course, when you stand on the tee, it doesn't look like much. But when you begin to factor in all the history, all the greats who have played, well, then it is quite the hole.
It certainly is. Remember the great putts like Constantina Rocca making it from the front to try and get in a playoff with John Daly. Jack Nicklaus driving the green. It's all been made possible by the ambitious player here. You've got to swing it across the Swilcan Burn, out of bounds on the right and beyond the screen, but it is reachable. But the mere mortals, they'll aim a little left. They'll aim at the clock face on the R&A building.
That is a fantastic long shot.
There's no way you could hit that without a tail breeze. Surely that breeze had to help him.
The big drive got him here. Now a short one for his second.
Shame, good opportunity, but that ball just sailed on by.
A lot of movement on this putt left to right. I think the idea here is just to get it inside sort of a 3-foot circle. That's a good putt to save par here at 18. That will make this a third-round score of 72. So, Frank, not much movement here on moving day. EA Sports is proud to present continuing coverage of the world of golf. Today, live coverage comes your way of the final round. It is the great challenge that all these golfers face, trying to string 4 solid rounds together, trying to best Mother Nature and this course, and trying to beat the entire field as we check the leaderboard. Some good names up there, including our leader. So we'll pick up the action on the tee at the par 5 14th. Wayward from the tee, and this one is headed for the rough, Frank. Back down on the ground to Nota Begay the third, and Nota right in contention at this point. Our featured player looks to me like a no-lose situation, whatever happens.
Well, whatever happens, whether they win or lose, they're going to take away some positives from this, and they're close enough where it's going to be a clear opportunity to come out a victor. But if it doesn't work out in that way, you got to really move away from the event, take some positives, and as an amateur golfer, you have to realize there's a huge future in front of you, and you take these positives and you build on them.
And if it does work out, keep in mind there's a huge payoff as well in the form of that invitation to the Masters, and as well an exemption into the U.S. Open. Let's bring in Nota Begay the third for a look at birdie.
And these are the putts he hasn't been able to do much with all day. This doesn't have a whole lot of movement to it. He could surely use it.
The pace, absolutely perfect there. Down the slope, it's in for a birdie. And he's got it back to 4 over par. Frank, one of the things I always loved about links golf is that you're not aiming at a flagstick or a tree, but sometimes you're aiming for a steeple in the distance, and this is a good example here at the 15th.
Yeah, the church steeple is the exact line off the tee. That gives you sort of the center of the fairway. Really, you don't have to be overly bold off the tee. This is about just finding a nice flat lie for that second shot, because this is another difficult green that's well protected by just one little bunker that's in the front left that you don't think comes into play. But if your second shot doesn't land the right distance, more often than not, it just gets swallowed up by that.
Just under 80 yards to go now as he'll decide how to flight his second. Okay, on the putting surface, but work to do from there. Gonna have to give this a pretty good thump. This is well back there and into the hill. That's going to leak out to the right and trickle away. Not the right read there. Okay, a bogey here at the 15th. And that's going to drop him down the leaderboard just a bit. Frank, the 16th hole, there was a time in my life when I was in 4th grade, I would have really enjoyed hitting the principal's nose. But that's not a good thing here?
Well, I'd like to think you graduated past 4th grade, but and if you did, then you'd be very aware of the principal's nose. You'd hit it left, it'd be a little longer in for your second shot.
I mean, that is a sight to behold. What a spectacular shot we just saw. On the par 4 with a drive in 1. This a shade better than 50% on the make percentage. It's for birdie. Nope, I could have erased the bogey from the previous hole, but no dice there. We set a 50-50 proposition. He's in the wrong part of the 50 now. Okay, that'll be a par here at 16. And he's going to stay at +5. this may well be the most famous hole in the world. It's the road hole here at the Old Course, number 17.
Yeah, without doubt, Rich. The vistas have changed over the years. There used to be a series of railway sheds down the right, and you had to hit it over across those. Now you hit it off across the corner of the hotel. So blind tee shot, further right you go, the shorter and the better angle you have in. And you need a good angle in because you mentioned it, road hole, it's got the road hole bunker that sits perfectly in the left front of this par 4 green.
Now note his second from the fairway.
Staring at 142 to the hole. Wind is helping from behind, so you can take a little less club.
This is a 13-footer. Oh yeah, worth an exhale there. That's a good par save here at 17. And he'll stay right where he is. Without a doubt, it is one of the most famous finishing holes in all of golf. Frank, it doesn't look like much from the tee, but wow, when you factor in the history, it's something special, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a little road that runs across this this par 4. It's about 100 yards short of the green. It certainly comes into play when you play this hole into the breeze. But no breeze or into the breeze, you've got to worry about the out of bounds that surrounds this green all the way down the right side and beyond. And it's a wonderful little finishing hole in many ways because it tests the mere mortal and it tests the greats of the game.
This is why you practice these shots from under 100 yards. You've bombed your drive. Now it's time for the touch shot. Zip one in there close. This one's looking good.
I always looked inside that 15-feet circle. Anything inside that was going to be a good shot. So in my book, that's a good shot.
Yeah, it's a birdie at the last. That'll be a final round score of 73. Well, Frank, a win would have been nice, but this is all you're looking for, right? Here at Q-School, just get in.
That's right. The focus is normally on the people that don't make it, the losers of Q-School. You know, you had to finish in the top 40, had to get the job done, and that's exactly what we saw. Mission accomplished.
Till next time, for our entire cast and crew, I'm Rich Lerner. This has been a presentation of EA Sports PGA Tour Golf. So long, everybody. EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to bring you this showcase of the best young players in the world of golf. From Bay Hill Club and Lodge in Orlando, Florida, it's opening round coverage of the event known as Q-School. This promises to be a fun 4 days, a lot of storylines to get to as we check out the early leaderboard. A lot of folks fighting for the title, including our leader. So let's get you out to the action on the turn as we head to the tee at the par 4 10th. Walking the course today, let's bring in Nota Begay III.
156 yards left to the hole. Pin sitting back right.
And a good approach shot, just not quite as close as what you'd like, but still solid.
This one on the slow side as he'll try to get this one close. Just gonna sneak on by. So that's in for par to start this backside. And he'll stay at 2 under. Now to the 11th with water left, bunkers on the right. Frank, what's the key here?
Well, too often people just look at the scorecard and they go, well, it's over 400 yards, I have to hit driver. You don't have to hit driver at 11. Something in the fairway, just short of that second bunker. And it sits up, 6 or a 7 iron.
Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. From an ideal location, middle of the fairway, this his second. Well, had a good look at the green, but couldn't cash it in. In the rough now, wondering what might have been. Just 5 feet left. Ooh, that's got a little bit more movement than you think, and that'll slide on by. Safely in. It's a bogey here at number 11. He'll drop back now to 1 under par. Frank, the par 5s here at Bay Hill so important. What's the 12th like?
570 odd yards, tee it high, let it fly. He should like that one.
Now, from better than 300 yards out, a second to the par 5.
Par 5s too. They're the ones you really want to make birdie on, but the second shot, it's gone into that bunker. It's a awkward third. Inexcusable.